All right, welcome back, guys. So we're going to do a little Q&A supplement style today. We're going to talk about some muscle building questions related to supplements. And we've got Kevin and Max here. Thanks for coming all this way.
Thanks for having us.
Take advantage. The floor is yours.
Yeah.
I'm open book, so what's on your mind these days?
Okay, perfect. All right, so me and Kevin, we know you do a lot of traveling. So like, what are your most essential supplements that you have to take with you when you travel?
Multivitamin and fish oils.
That's it?
And probably greens powder, which is kind of overlap, kind of redundant with the multi, but I would say those two are my big ones.
Okay.
I like to take magnesium too, because I like to get a good sleep, because sleep's sometimes disrupted when you might not be getting as much sleep on trips because there are usually events and things like that. Mm-hmm. So the sleep that I do get, I want high quality. Okay. So if I added a third, it'd probably be magnesium. All right. So those would be my three.
What are the benefits of those supplements?
So magnesium helps increase sleep quality. You're going to have a higher quality sleep. So if you sleep 8 hours, it'll probably feel like you slept 10 hours. Okay? Greens is going to help you stay alkaline. All right? So if you're not getting as much greens from your meals for whatever reason, then that's going to ensure that your body stays alkaline. It's going to help you with digestion. It's going to help you break down your protein. And it's also just going to help you with your energy levels. And then multis, again, if you get a comprehensive multi, kind of same thing as the greens. So
for magnesium, can you, if you take it frequently, let's say you're taking it every night, could you build up a tolerance to it, or?
No, not that I know of. Like that? Not that I know of. I like to use different forms of magnesium, but I've never heard of that. No. Most people, I think 99% of people are deficient in magnesium, so you can take a fairly high dose. Like I personally take almost 1,200 milligrams a day. It's an irritant as well, so if you're taking too much, you're going to crap it out. That's how you know if you're taking too much.
For someone who has a vitamin deficiency, what would be the best way to recover from that? Would it be in a pill form, or maybe eating more greens, or a greens drink? What would be the best?
You probably want to take a pill, yeah, just like 5,000 IU, once a day would probably be a good start. I'd take a little bit more, but the best way to know how much vitamin D you should be taking is to get your blood work done. I can't tell you how much to take for yourself, but I personally take at least 5,000 IU a day. That's a great place to start.
Okay.
All right, Vince. All right. So, what are your top 3 supplements for mass building? Like, what do you have to take when you're getting ready for a show and you're trying to pack on some size?
Okay, so pre-workout, we want to think about things that are going to help us stay anabolic. Now, let's think. What are our goals? If your goal is to build muscle mass, remember, we want to minimize muscle breakdown, right? So, the total net protein on our body is based on how much we build and how much we prevent from being broken down. So we have to now start asking ourselves, what are supplements that will help prevent muscle breakdown or that will help repair muscle breakdown? So I'm big on BCAAs during a workout, staying as anabolic as possible. Now some guys will say BCAAs are redundant if you're getting in enough protein intake throughout your day. I have found that I recover quicker with them despite having a substantial amount of protein each day. So that's something you only be able to figure out for yourself, but I'm a firm believer in BCAAs specifically during the workout. So I take 20 grams during a workout, whether I'm bulking or cutting. Okay, so it helps prevent muscle breakdown. That's supplement 1. Number 2 is zinc. Zinc is very important for testosterone production. So if you have a hard time building muscle, you may be deficient in zinc, and most people are. So I would take a zinc supplement. That would be my second supplement for muscle building, zinc. So you've got that, and you've got BCAAs. And the third thing we could definitely take is creatine. Creatine is going to help make you stronger and get more reps and lift a little extra weight, which will make you advantageous within your workouts. So creatine, zinc, and what was the first one? And BCAAs.
What about what's your opinion on weight gainer, and maybe how long should someone stay on it, and do they really have to cycle on it, and is it really the best way to gain mass?
I wouldn't say it's the best way to gain mass. They're highly processed. There's a lot of artificial sugars, fillers. It's often a cheap protein, so you're not even getting a high quality protein. So I'm not a fan of weight gainers. I'll be honest, I wouldn't promote them. I mean, at least from the ones I've seen on the market, most of them are pretty unhealthy. It's basically like having a low quality protein with a box of Timbits, like, like a box of donuts. So I would prefer to see you buy a high quality protein powder and then add your own ingredients. So like almond butter, different nut butters, even avocado, you know, throwing in some even oatmeal and greens and controlling the ingredients. So I'm big on making your own homemade weight gainers. Okay. That way you can control what goes in it and you can ensure there's not a lot of just artificial processed crap and fillers and crap, which aren't healthy or optimal for your inside.
Okay.
Okay. Here's an interesting question. What are some supplements like you don't really hear about, or you know, like that are not really out there, but you should be taking, like they're really beneficial?
This is going to depend on your blood work. Like supplements, my whole thing is to bring up your weakest link. And if you find out where you're maybe lagging in a certain area, then you can, there's certain supplements that will help with that. So for example, like the magnesium is a good example for somebody who's not sleeping. That would be a good supplement for that person. You know, it depends maybe on an area you want to improve. Maybe you have lack of energy, so you want to take a B vitamin to increase your energy levels, or you're really stressed out, so you take phosphatidylserine, which helps with cortisol and helps with stress management. So it really depends. Like, is there a specific area you want to, you know what I mean? Like, I can tell you a lot of different supplements you've probably never heard of if you tell me the goal, the thing you were trying to improve.
Yeah, like maybe just increasing your testosterone.
Yeah. Okay. So other things for testosterone, I would really make sure you're getting good amount of fish oils in, which is going to help control inflammation in your body. It's going to help with cortisol levels, which in turn is going to help optimize testosterone levels, right? So it's all about testosterone to cortisol ratio. So that would be really good. Carnitine is really good. Different forms of carnitine will help with testosterone. And we talked about vitamin D. We talked about zinc. Those things are all really important. So it's really like the non-sexy stuff that helps with testosterone levels. And it's really like lifestyle, managing stress, getting enough sleep. That kind of stuff is really gonna have the biggest influence. Like the supplements are important, but those things are even more important. You know, having a diet consisting of a variety of fats, you know, animal-based proteins are going to help with your testosterone levels. So you can take these supplements, but if, you know, the diet's not intact, then those things are kind of like, you know, nice rims on a crappy car. Yeah.
Let's say in the morning you're in a rush, you don't really have time to make breakfast. What would be a good, you know, to-go meal or something you could have for breakfast in order to supplement it?
All right. Well, first thing is try not to let this happen too often,
right,
or else you just get lazy and you get used to whatever that default meal becomes. If you're in a rush, I would figure out what your macros are for the meal and try to make them through a liquid form. So if you're supposed to have, you know, fats, well, you could blend up an avocado with a shake. You could have like some almond butter. You could have almond butter, avocado, protein powder, and if you need to get some carbs with the meal, you could even put some oatmeal in there too. And you got a pretty heavy-duty shake right there. So pretty much any whole food thing can be turned into like a liquid liquid option. So that would be a pretty quick thing. You know, other things I've done is like have a protein shake, a handful of nuts, and then you're out the door. Cottage cheese, I can eat that pretty quickly. You know, you slice up some avocado, squeeze some lemon on top of some cottage cheese, put that back. You know, even having like some MCT oils, which will give you a lot of energy, like coconut oil, blend that up with a protein shake and throw that back. That's pretty quick, so you give some protein and fat. Remember, when you have liquid form though, it goes through you a lot quicker than whole food, so you're gonna be hungrier. You'll probably be hungry within an hour. Right. So just because you have a liquid meal doesn't mean, you know, you're probably gonna have to have your second meal a lot sooner than you would as opposed to having a whole food breakfast. So keep that in mind, or else you're gonna be starving and then you end up overeating later on in the day.
All right, Vince, so another creatine question. Like, what's the most effective dosage of creatine? Like, how much do you take before, after, or like, should you take creatine before, or, you know, split it up, or after, or like, together?
So creatine's kind of like the gasoline in your car. Once the tank is full, the tank is full. All right, so it doesn't matter when you refill it. As long as it's full, the car's gonna drive. You're gonna get benefit from the car because there's gas in the tank. So that's how creatine works. So it all depends on how quick you want to fill up the tank. If you want to fill up the tank quickly, then you're going to do a load for 5 days, 20 grams a day, 5 grams spread out over 4 different times a day. That's the most popular, and that's going to work for most guys who are over 175 pounds. If If you're a little more, if you're less, you could do like 15 grams a day, 5 days, and you'll be loaded and you'll feel the benefits like that. If you're in no rush to feel the benefits, then you could take 10 grams a day, 5 grams pre-workout, 5 grams post-workout, and you'll experience you'll probably start feeling some extra strength within about 25, 30 days. So there's two methods, neither are right or wrong. They're both gonna get you to the same end result. One's gonna take longer, one's gonna be a little slower. One's gonna take longer, one's gonna be faster. And that's about it. Whether you take it pre or post, it's really minutia. It's called majoring in the minors.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're gonna take creatine, just take one of those options and you're gonna get the benefits of it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not much more sexier than that.
Yeah, perfect.
Good, guys? Good?
Yeah.
Anything else? We're happy, guys?
We're good.
All right. If you guys are happy, I'm happy. Well, thank you so much. If you guys got any extra supplement questions, leave them below, and maybe we'll do another one. We'll see if these guys have any more questions. We'll see them next week. If not, thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Vince.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys soon.